Look, it's warning those people behind him. Leader of the pack, I guess. Stay humble, hustle hard. Yeah, but just not in the bus lane, right? Looks like there's a private vehicle coming now. He's probably spotted all the enforcers issuing tickets up ahead, and look, he's just stopped inside the bus lane. You might as well just come forward because they're just going to pull you out of the bus lane anyway. All you're doing is slowing down the buses. There's a rider that also came over the top and he's looking to leave the bus lane. It's possible that he'll slip through because they're going to be busy with the car. It actually happens a lot where there's not enough enforcers, so the first violator will get flagged down and then those behind might slip through. And then look, what's that vehicle in the background there? It's just leaving the bus lane. They're looking to block him and pull him over also. Both of those vehicles are to the side now, and obviously they're asked for the license, the OR, the CR, issue the ticket and confiscate the driver's license because they are deputized by LTO, so that's the standard procedure. 1, 2, 3, 4 motorcycles all in the bus lane, and the reality is that when there's too many motorcycles at the same time and they're all trying to evade enforcers, it takes a lot of enforcers just to apprehend one of them, so a lot of them do manage to slip through. What's that? It looks like there's a 4 wheels. Oh, that's good, he stayed there so they were able to see him. I was worried that the enforcers might not be able to see him. If you're sitting in traffic and you see these people flying past you inside the exclusive bus lane, of course you get frustrated. Not only does it affect commuters, but essentially it affects the whole of EDSA. There's another car there. Oh look, 1 car, 2 car, and a bunch of MC. See how the car is sticking so close to the back of that pickup truck? He's probably hoping that the enforcers won't see him, but for sure they're going to see him. Hopefully they'll get the other car that was behind as well. And the other enforcer is moving in to flag down the other vehicle that was behind, so they did manage to get both of the cars, but like I mentioned earlier, the motorcycles are likely slipping through. It is possible that some of them will be apprehended further along by other enforcers, but a lot of the time they do slip through because it's just not enough manpower when there's a lot of violators at the same time. And obviously motorcycles are much better at maneuvering and evading enforcers compared to a car. It's very hard to hide a car in traffic. And then look at the temporary plate on the front of that vehicle. No characters. Part of the problem with plates is really authorities themselves, and I'm not just talking about LTO being slow to issue plates, but I'm also talking about enforcement, because a lot of the time, and this goes for most enforcement agencies, if not all that I've covered in the past, they're extremely soft on drivers that remove their plate, conceal their plate, and such like. A lot of the time it's just a warning because the driver will give some kind of excuse, and at most it's a very minor penalty. So that's why there's still so many cars and so many riders that just don't attach a plate or they conceal the plate, because most of the time you won't get penalized, and even if you do, the penalty is often peanuts, so it won't really affect you. It's kind of disappointing because how often do you see hit and runs, right? Physical injury, property damage, even riding in tandem, or vehicles involved, cars involved in certain crimes. You can't identify any of them because there's no plates or there's concealed plates. If I had to estimate, I would say that maybe 80% of the riders are slipping through and maybe 20% are being apprehended. But again, it's just about manpower. It takes a lot of enforcers to apprehend even one motorcycle because nearly all of them are making attempts to evade. Wow, look at the loading on that truck. Jeez, I'm surprised you can still fit under the footbridges of EDSA. In fact, there's two privates now. Look, there's one in the background. We're just zooming. Oh my gosh, there's another one. I'm going to get the just in case they manage to evade the enforcers. Although actually the enforcers are doing that themselves. But this is just for my own sake so that I can show you. There's the first one. They'll try and get him off to the side. Although I just saw the wheels go to the right. It's not a great start because they're pointing to the left. But now the left indicator's come on, so... Although look, the wheels are still straight. Okay, finally they're turning left. Wave to the camera. And that's the other one. And that's one you saw at the back. So they did manage to get all three of those cars to the side. Which is good. Sometimes it can get challenging when you have too many violators at the same time. But obviously the motorcycles, well, it's easy for them to slip through.